Today, I'm going to share with you a story that happened to a close childhood friend of mine. When I was 17, I still lived with my family on an isolated farm in the countryside. The house we lived in was simple but cozy. To get there, you had to go through a steep hill. Before descending to the farm, there was a crossroads. At the time, I didn't know, but this crossroads would be the starting point for an experience I would never forget. It was a hot summer day, and I had borrowed my older brother's motorcycle to go to the nearby town, which was about 40 minutes away. I was the youngest of 6 siblings, and I always ventured more than I should have. Time passed quickly, and before I knew it, it was already past midnight. I said goodbye to my friends and headed back home. The motorcycle's headlight barely lit up the road, but I kept going. The road was deserted, and the only sound I could hear was the engine of the motorcycle and the silence of the night. When I reached the crossroads, something started to change. Suddenly, a strange cold took over my body. I felt my hair stand on end and a tension in the air, as if something was watching me. It didn't make sense, since it was the middle of summer, but the cold seemed to intensify with every passing second. As I descended the hill, I began to feel an even stranger sensation. There was something behind me. It was a weight, as if someone was sitting on the back of the motorcycle. Panic started to spread within me, but I knew I couldn't look back. Something told me that if I did, something terrible might happen. I tried to speed up, but the feeling of being followed only grew stronger. I could feel a hot, heavy breath right on my neck, as if someone was practically touching me. And then the smell, it was indescribable. A strong, nauseating odor, something I had never smelled before. There was no way to escape. I knew I had to keep going, but the fear was overtaking me. When I passed through the farm gate, the sensation disappeared. The cold, the smell, the weight, everything vanished. But even then, I didn't dare look back. I got home, and there was my mother, by the wood stove, with a worried look on her face. She asked me, upon hearing my story, she told me that other people who lived on the farm had gone through similar experiences. However, there was one story that left me even more unsettled. Driven by curiosity, someone looked back during a critical moment, and since then, they disappeared without a trace. No one ever knew what happened to them. What do you think happened? After that night, I never went through anything like it again, but the doubt still lingers in my mind. If I had looked back, what would I have seen? What would have happened to me? Since then, I've been more cautious and never took the risk of leaving or coming back home so late at night. Did you enjoy the story? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it. If you want to see your own story here, send it to us.